parts of home improvement, yes.
Meet that requirement.
We have 2.6, I believe, is our music staff, 2 full-time and 1 that's 6/10. Most of the elementary music classes are taught by the part-time music teacher who also does junior high and high school chorus. There is 1 or 2 classes picked up by the other 2 music teachers in the elementary. They do all of the instrumental basically from grades 5 through 12. And we have stage bands, junior high and high school, and we have regular concert bands at both those levels. Technology.
We have just one thing in 4th grade, shonettes, basically recorders, of the year to get them ready for an instrument in 5th grade.
Okay.
I know you might not know that.
I didn't know that. Technology-wise, we have an agriculture teacher that teaches a half year to our 7th graders. And we had a technology position that was half-time that we cut. Our 7th and 8th graders, our 8th graders have currently completed their technology requirement because last year there was a technology half a year, agriculture half a year. This year our 7th graders have agriculture half a year, and we've put in a variance to incorporate our technology through our other classes that are such as science, project-based science, which is a new class we started, through our art, through our music, and family and consumer science, where we've taken the learning objectives required for technology and embedded them and shown in our variance that we're meeting the learning objectives of technology. So that's been sent to the state ed department at this point and is being looked at to see if it's approved. It's gone through Mr. Burns already to the state ed level, and when we get the result of that, it'll be determined whether we need to look at hiring a technology person back. We truly only have 1 class that needs to be taught by a technology teacher because of our AIS intervention. It offsets the amount of credit that a student has to get in technology.
We do currently, at the elementary level, all students 3 through 6 get technology at least 3 days a week by a trained person, and half a year. They get that all the way through.
Are you talking keyboarding technology?
Keyboarding, then after 3rd grade, they get into other things,
Okay.
web
Yes.
pages, but that is at least 3 days a week for 3rd grade and up. Our K through 2 is done through a position that we hire through BOCES, who comes in and does it with the teachers. But every student is getting technology throughout the school year, or half the school year.
We do the same sort of model. K-8 has a trained technology teacher. We have a curriculum that we develop.
That's music, that's tech, did that hit? Do you want to just do PE, just in general, how many PE people you have?
We have 2 full-time PE teachers.
Does one of them teach health?
One of them does teach health.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 3 physical education teachers. One is the athletic director, so 2 periods a day go to athletic director and decrease. So if she weren't to do it, and none of the other PE people picked up that responsibility, we would have to cut probably a half-time position because we would not be able to have 3 full-time physical education teachers. And then Mr. Montgomery also teaches he takes care of middle school and high school health. So that's 2 periods a day for him. So in essence, we have probably 2 full-time just PE, then we have a part-time health and a part-time athletic director.
That's an athletic director, not a coordinator?
They're not a director of athletics, they're an athletic director. So that's the difference, it's just a semantics thing. They do not have a CAS, they are not an administrative position.
Can I make a suggestion? If we're going to try to stick to our timeline, I'd like to suggest that we kind of delve into what the actions that we want to take moving board, what our next steps are, kind of put a plan together. This is some coordination things we're really gonna have to study a little bit before we really understand what the benefit of any of this would be. So if we could take some time and talk about that.
You want to first identify the overarching categories, and then we can figure out next steps?
Does your board have committees set up? Like staffing, building grounds, athletics, committees?
Only when needed for ad hoc types of committees, whenever we need something, standing committees.
Labor management.
Labor management.
We have different committees set up throughout the whole, on the board.
Yeah, like we have an athletic, 3 members of the board are members of each committee. We have building grounds and transportation, athletics, staff curriculum and policy, and then other committees that don't pertain to anything here. I'm thinking of the possibility of like our athletic committee meeting with 2 or 3 members of your board. That way we can look at it more in detail versus all of us here. And bring it back to full board. So if we can set up some meetings like that, I think it would be beneficial for us to really look at things more in detail.
Why don't we
What else do
just-
you include on those committees? Is it just board members?
Just board members.
It's just board members?
Yeah,
Okay.
superintendent.
And superintendent, yeah.
And
Okay.
superintendent, yes.
Okay.
So why don't we just start real quick, A through G, see where we might want a mutual committee? Does that work? Transportation? Yes or no? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cafeteria?
Yeah.
Buildings and grounds?
Yes.
Okay, athletics?
Yes.
Is there anywhere we don't want? Extracurricular? Okay.
And then we incorporated into.
I think some we might have to
Right.
merge
Yeah.
together in the end.
Yeah.
I see that. Administration,
Yeah.
instruction?
Myself.
Okay. I think that's probably one of the quickest and easiest of anything,
Right.
honestly, even if it's one course next year. Okay, so do each board want to get together, come up with 3 members? How many committees, what do we want to merge together? I don't think we need everyone as individuals, you two.
It would be easy for us to merge together A and C, transportation and buildings and grounds, because that's one of our
Okay.
committees.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Is cafeteria a committee you have?
No.
So could we put cafeteria into that?
Yeah.
Vegans and
That
buildings?
makes sense.
Okay. A, B, and C?
Okay.
Okay, and they're all non-instructional, non-student, in a sense. Okay, athletics and extracurricular together?
Right.
So D and E, F and G together?
And F and G together.
Right.
And staffing, we also also.
Administration.
That's under G, probably, and F and G, I think they all fit there.
I understand.
Yes. So that's 3 committees, basically. Do we want to pick a date right now, since everybody's in the room with their calendars, or not? And we can figure out who our 3 for each committee will be, and then Denise and I talk in between.
It will be difficult for our committees to all meet on one day because there are only 7 of us, we're on multiple committees.
I didn't think, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, it would be very convenient.
Right, we need 3 and 3.
But also it can't be on the same day, because if we're having the administrator there, we can't,
Exactly.
unless, I don't know
Yeah.
if you would split your principal and you'd be on one, she'd be on one.
Well, we could set maybe 3 dates.
Okay.
If that would happen.
Do we want to do Saturdays? Do we want to do
Saturdays.
weekends? Well, Saturdays,
I'm okay with Saturdays.
I didn't mind Saturday night.
Late in the morning on Saturday is better for me. I work early in the morning on Saturday.
so that, we might,
Before 4 o'clock this morning.
Do you want to set up which committees your groups are before we set a date?
Yeah, that's
We may all have individual schedules that may need to be tweaked with other people.
Saturday would be better for most people. So,
Why don't we do that? We have a board meeting Tuesday. We'll break ourselves into committees and then let me know if with X amount of Saturdays, who might want to be an early morning, who might, which committee would be early, which would be late. And then we could juggle from there.
Once we get these committees formed, we share the numbers someplace.
I would like that,
And each committee should probably pick a facilitator. I don't think it has to be the administration. I mean, go up and keep it up and running.
So there are some things that I think we need to look at relatively quickly and not put off, like the drive ride thing. And we do have students signed up for that class, which we, that we don't
Could I
want.
just say that usually our drive ride program is full with a waiting list. I'm not trying to say that it can't work, but usually our drive ride is full.
Well, one of the things we could possibly do, I don't know if your class is full.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. So we have a teacher, and if we get 10 student slots, we'll work it out. But I mean, that's how I see doing some of this off the bat right now. You know, maybe we run a second course, you know, after the summer.
But you said there were two teachers.
We do have 2 teachers.
So you currently already have a driver ed scheduled over break?
No, we are, due to our contingency budget, we do not have drivers yet. They did away with, we did away with it this school year. It is, I think, the desire of the board and the administration to get it back next year. If you know, I'll give you both contacts for both of our driver's ed people. One would probably be more likely than other to look at considering picking up April break or, you know, work out something with you. It's up to them.
And with this amount of students, you may have enough who would want to do a summer session. In that area where they need a
Well,
summer
even
job.
if we join in the summer, even if we fill the class by half of each, you know what I mean? Because a lot of students, yes, they don't do it because they work.
Right.
I think we would, I don't think we have a problem, because right now, we're in April. Most of the students in our school that are taking driver ed are already licensed.
Right.
And that's not ideal. We're looking at driver ed really needs to be given while they have their permit, so then when they get their license, they've already got their driver ed. And they're kind of behind the eight ball. We need to do this, you know, which we need to catch up.
Okay, so I will hear from you next week and we will move forward from there.
And our subcommittees, so we'll get back together.
Yes.
Thank you for your initiative.
Oh, we want to thank something for allowing us to come here
Thank everybody, excuse me, we haven't closed yet. We want to thank everybody for coming to
Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll move.